Do we really need... Like, I know it's open now. I can use it.
Yes? Till next time, then. No sign of the... Oh.
Just try to breathe.
He's every...
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fanit, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after...
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too.
But...
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen, and my most powerful. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment. Alt Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came. Something must have caused this. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Okay.
Leave me be. Bastard things.
Oh, the fish. Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do? You.
I'm gonna skip this one. I don't care really.
Shoot,
I want to get to the fucking quest.
One camp by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Jump.
You go and talk to Pavat over at the forge.
I do.
That's not so much, just maybe.
Alright, let's go talk to... So many fucking quests, man. So many fucking quests.
Your name is Blazir, is it?
I'm just gonna skip this one
Let's see
because
what the
it's...
healer makes of this. Blazir, you can... But...
God, does it...
Okay, so that's 3 quests. Let's go check the lower gate.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
Alright. Go to 20 frames per second. Maybe even lower, baby.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
See, I'll put they'd split.
Why do you have so many quests? Why is there so many quests?
It's not better than the
No, I'm not prioritizing it.
We've got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? You speak to Martha.
Northwich, then. Wouldn't want to keep Mander's father waiting.
I gotta like.
Look,
No,
Daddy.
no,
Shining so brightly.
no.
Isn't it pretty?
The Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest. Fought our enemies. How do? There you go. Thanks very much. That all, is it?
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get...
Dude, where the fuck is this last one?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me.
There it is.
Was it? A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It's almost too good to be true.
Ah!
Did you ever find those 3 hooded characters who ran off into the dim? Ah, what brings you?
A delivery.
These Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then. I jest, but they'd long...
Martha was hoping he so that they'll be...
These bear... They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and guardians. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering...
The Horde is closing. They're attacking.
Gather...
Yes, sir.
We just fucking attack.
Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we...
What?
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
calm before the storm. And here it comes.
We cannot fail Eastpool again.
Oh my god, he's at level 35.
We won't. It's over.
Level 35s didn't even stand a chance. Alrighty. I was already over in this area, so why not do it?
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I wish in this game everything powered scaled with you.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change. More tracks. And these look fresh. The Chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. like you. Let's get this back together before they change their minds. Ready, go? Yeah! There it is. With me, Joshua.
Level 35 shit just does not stand a chance at all. Hell yeah, 420 blaze it. That's how much XP.
All right. Back to East.
Alright, so that gets me 2 missions done at least.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours.
And we shall. We all, this is our home. And if anyone or anything...
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
Ooh, did we get like a little thing for this?
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
there's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So wait. You have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
God damn it! Now I gotta go back to fucking Martha's. Why couldn't you just finish the quest and just hand me the money right then and there?
The Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest. They fought our enemies, climbed our dark deeds, joined us in our patrols.
They not.
Thank you, Martha.
So, and I hope.
Well,
Otherwise, you know, he showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all, told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. But my bearers were still dying as slop right under my skin, it did. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to... He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, and if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough now. Better get back to work. At least the folks who...
That sounds like a...
Did we get another piece to finish the quest line? I think we did.